Okay. Do we have audio? Hey, we have audio. I think that okay. I think that the thing got disconnected um when moving it around. So I think that's kind of what happened. And we can hear game audio too, hopefully. We hear game audio, game music and stuff going on. Hopefully. Alright. I believe we are good. Chrome! Yes, okay. Game audio. We have game audio. We have EB audio. Let's go. Alright. To the game. I'm gonna slightly turn this down on my end. Let me know if the audio is overpowering me. How are you, Chrome? Welcome in. Now I won't have to narrate everything because you will actually be able to hear the narrator because there's a narrator and she's been talking this whole time and I was like, why can't we hear her? But now you'll be able to hear her. How are you, Chrome? Welcome in. Hello, peeps of the forest. Hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, I don't want to go there. Welcome in, all you wonderful little critters, and I'm running into a thing. That's fine. Alright. Alrighty. I'm so glad we finally have audio on this game. Because, like, having to narrate everything has been really hard. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Hey, can we hear? Oh, yes. I gotta get this taken care of. I was singing a song. How are you, Chib? I'm doing fantastic. Let us go ahead and get you set up while you're here, Fox. Oh no, we would never want to ban the Fox. Let's see. Control. More than anything by Lamer Campbell. Wait, what? Wait, what? So, welcome in. It should have. We should have gotten. Let me see. Inner. Okay, cool. We got it going. Look it up. It's beautiful. In my seat. Let's go, Fox. Wait, are you talking about the Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup song? Is that what we're talking about? I think that's what we're talking about.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself.
Can you guys hear the narrator? I'm so happy. If you can. I will have to Google it. My arm is killing me. What? What's going on? What's going on with your arm?
But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
Tell it to stop! We can. I'm so happy that I don't have to read all of this. It's so nice. It's like the bee's knees, you know?
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward, but if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Aww. I played Beat Saber and I'm hurting. I'm helping. Hi, cheese. Okay, I'm telling you, any physical activity. I'm done with physical activities, guys. I've had enough. My these are hurting. And I don't like when my those are hurting. It's aggravating.
I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I call my Gran. What do you call your grandmother, guys? I call mine Gran. never played Beat Saber though. I'd like to play Beat Saber. Maybe you can play Beat Saber and Star Fox can sing the Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup with you. I struggle to lift my arm.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the litter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go through all the trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth. A lot of people ruin things with their big mouths. I call my grandmother a Nana. That's what my husband calls his grandmother. He calls her Nana as well. Nana and Mama. He calls his mom's grandmom Mama, and then he calls his dad's mom Nana. I wonder where we get these, like, I don't know, because like I called my grandfather, like my dad's grandfather, Pap Pap. It's like, where do these names and stuff come from? Like, I don't actually know. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, it's fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks? I don't know if that was a firework. Could you repeat? My internet decided to not cooperate. Silent, I don't think your internet ever wakes up and is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be good to Silent. I said, where do we get these names? Like, where do we get the names of, like, calling your grandmother's specific things and calling your grandfather's specific things? Because, like, my nephew calls, you know, his grandparents Meemaw and Peepaw. Like, where do these names come from? Like, how do they get passed down and where do they come from? I'm just curious.
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
I feel like I'm being blown away here. I was not expecting that.
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
Nana is easier to say. Granny slash is easier to say than granny slash grandmother. Meemaw and Peepaw. Yeah. So it's funny because like no one, and then sometimes my nephew, he calls his grandmother Mimi, so he calls her Mimi sometimes, but it's Meemaw and Peepaw. But it's like, where did they get these names? Because it's not like they called, like, it's not like they, in the family, there's anyone else that says that. So, like, my father-in-law's mother and father, the kids call them Nana and Papa. So where did Mimi and Peepaw come from? It's so weird. Me, mommy, and me, pappy.
Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene, in a silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end.
And so their ma and pa is theirs. P is easier to say as a child than D. Gotcha. Okay. Cause like I always wonder, like it's interesting like where the origin of names come from, and then like I said, I have never heard anybody say like Pap Pap, like because that's what I called my grandfather was Pap Pap, and I had never heard anybody ever call their grandfather Pap Pap before. I think that may be a South thing though, or a Northern thing. I could be wrong.
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
I don't know which one we should do. Should we do break? Or should we do flight? Which one should we do? Hello, sunshine. Welcome in. I'm playing VR chat and I struggle to stand up. We are playing some Beacon Pines. It is a cozy, mysterious, spooky game. It's on Game Pass and I really like it. Like, I literally bought the game for my Switch because I like it so much. And I don't know where the story's going. Like, up till now, I still don't understand where the story's actually going. Guys, what should we do? Should we do the path that leads to flight? Or should we do the path that leads to break? What should we do? Flight or break? Flight, okay. So it's interesting because, like, once you pick the word for the story, it will take you back to the point where you were. So, like, basically, I was in this chapter, like, a few streams ago. So it's interesting because now you're having to go back and it's like a story and you're replaying the story out.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left: flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
How are you today, though, sunshine? Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Oh, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. I love how he's so like, we love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See you later, jerks. It's funny. Good, no work today. That's very nice. Do you have a holiday that you're celebrating? Because I know, like, Monday we were, like, basically Monday was the holiday for most people. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
Ooh, interesting. Sunshine, do you know that I'm starting to stream on YouTube now? I am starting my YouTube journey. Quick question: if I do a patent thug war cry because I'm the whole thug in these Twitch streets, if I do that and no one hears it, did it really happen? Yes, it did happen. You know why? Because it happened in your heart and you did it. Really funny questions. Like, if I guess that could be applied to a lot of things. It's like, if I do this one thing and no one sees it, like, for instance, like, if you're generous and you give someone like money or something like that, but you don't want to get the glory and you don't want to get the gratification and you don't tell anybody, did you actually do it or did you not? And the answer would be, yes, you did do it. You did bless somebody. Thought you got me. Alright, let me pull this over real quick. I like pop my chat out. So like whenever I pop my chat out, I can actually see what's going on. Because like sometimes it's really hard to see like all the messages that go on. Okay. Where is it? Actually, it happened in my chest because that. LOL. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, well, it happened in your chest, but nonetheless, it happened somewhere. So yes, it did happen.
Chapter 5.
That was pretty
Signs.
funny.
They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving.
And so also, guys, it's kind of interesting because, like, the chapters, like, you'll go back a chapter and then you go forward chapters, depending on, like, what, like, where, like, what choice you make in the story.
Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty bad. I think we lost him. You're not stupid. Don't ever say that, Starfox. You can't proclaim bad things on your life. Or you. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no one going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Oh! What's the readout? Sitting just above 258, Kevin. Who is Kevin? It's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Well, meh, within a safe range. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's go over with this. I'm pretty sure that didn't say let's go over with this. Like, I'm 100% sure it didn't say that. What's that? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we are dealing with here. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Oops. It wasn't even close! Not close. Hey, we got it.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
It doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How is that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we turned around a lot. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and an Arctic escape. The puddle we fought at, it was cold too. Wait, what? Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Oof. Luca? Luca? Are you
Luca
there?
had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that Buzo, Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out there in the woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be
With a
rude.
resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy you Van Horn. Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mother sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
I wonder if they had something to do with his mother's disappearance. If they did, that's like low-key kind of messed up.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice. The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's no one here, but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't gonna save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled, the town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay. I don't know,
Luca
man.
peered upward at the darkening sky.
Okay, so if this was you, okay? So say you were in this particular situation. Silent! Okay, say you were in this situation and your town was completely... He's a meanie head. And your town was completely iced over. And you and your bully, because this kid is his bully, and you and your bully were the only ones left. What do you think that you could find a way to figure out whatever's going on? Because I don't know. Like, I stopped here in the switch, so up till now, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm very, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I want to know what's happening, though.
He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
And then your bully begins to cry.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It's getting pretty late, I think. Probably not the great idea to stumble around in the dark anyways.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
I'd hit homie over the head with a cow talking to me like that. Iggy Azalea. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Iggy Azalea is a chick, and I'm pretty sure this is a dude. So, you know. And, I think picking up cows and hitting people with cows it's probably not the nicest idea, but I mean, it could work, I guess. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies! I appreciate it. Do you like my deer? Like, he's like, thank you, here's some flowers. Do you like him? I love my deer. My flower-giving deer. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I truly appreciate it, boss. I don't even... What is this emote? Can someone tell me what that emote even is? I have no idea what it is. Wolf City for the win! Always, always. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creepy creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, Azalea, I should be the one apologizing. This happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. I've never heard that. What is bull hockey? First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. Did you? Right? Of course not. And second, stop with this, I'm gonna say baloney about losing your temper. It's not baloney. But I did lose my temper. Silent, I want you to take that emo and get it out of my chat. That is a very disturbing, like, eye raise emo. Where do you find these emotes is my question. Because they are so freaking disturbing. Every single time you bring an emote into my chat, give me 1 second, I gotta fix something. Every time you bring an emote into my chat, I always cringe because I'm like, what is this emote gonna be? Alright. I had to fix something real quick. I hate it. I hate it so much. But I did lose my
Iggy
temper.
motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. I don't even know what that one is. I can't see it from where I'm sitting. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's anus. You're supposed to be a horse's anus in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You want me to fight you? Of course! Oh, your emotes scare me so bad. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights? Because he's a bully. Do we not understand that he's a bully?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an anus because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. I feel like we have like an origin story going on. It's like hard to be like, yeah, it's okay, buddy. No, you're just an anus. You wouldn't understand. Because homie wanted to catch these cows. That's so fantastic. I'm back. Sorry, I had a call. Hi, Em. That is fantastic. I love the emote with the cows. That's really freaking good. You and Rolo always have a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn with his perfect little wife. My life's not perfect. I can't with that cow. With those two cow emotes. That's hilarious. Everyone in town likes you. Not everyone. Heck, the new girl hasn't even unpacked yet and she already likes you. You have Trish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Trish. Trish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know? He's trying to say that his friend is dumb. That's so mean. Jealous. Little deformed cow. Dog moose thing. He is a jealous little cow. Deformed cow. Girl. Yep.
Luca gave a warm chuckle. Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here, and then he's pulling the old... My eyes are watering, it must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
I know we're supposed to be. Hello, Lindsay. Welcome in. How are you? Happy New Year. I haven't seen you since last year. How are you, my dear? Jealous little deformed cow dog Mustang. We are playing some Beacon Pines. It is a spooky, mysterious game. So hopefully you enjoy. We're laughing at the. It sounds funny. Maybe it's just me laughing. We're laughing at the bullies. Like, he's like trying to make amends for like all he's doing, and like, it's not working out. It's not. Like, I feel no remorse for this kid, even with his little buck tooth. Oh, it's fine. We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. His teeth weren't always like that. The reason I'm making fun of his teeth is because he was actually normal before his little accident that happened. Lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get this bottom of it. That's what my brain thought it said. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all of this. I wish I could have gone into 2023 differently than when I went into 2022. But good, lol. Okay, so what does that mean though? What does that mean? Okay, let's break this down, Lindsay. What does that mean, first of all, if you would like to share? Because it's you that can make a difference. You can change the way things go. So what's going on? I went into 2022 sick, and now I went into 2023 sick. Okay, well, you can't change that. So, guess I'll. Okay, I completely understand that. I thought you were gonna be like, well, I wasn't able to go out and have a party or something like that, you know? Well, I do apologize. Hello, Vin, in class. Boy, you better be doing your work. You're gonna have this deer catching these hands.
Right to jail. Yep.
Well, I do apologize, Lindsay. I hope that you get to feeling better. Have you been taking anything for your sickness, or do you have the ick of icks? Like, is it the big ick? Tomorrow we'll get into the bottom of all of this. Nah, we got free time. Okay. Boy, I was about to call your mama up, tell her watching streams when you should be in class. I do appreciate you stopping by, Vin. I have a bad cold, so I'm on antibiotics. Gotcha. Dude, like, I have not been able to get rid of my cough. There it goes. That was not planned. I have not been able to get rid of my cough for anything. Like, it's literally insane. It's staying with me, and I literally don't know what to do. All right, guys, we're gonna take a slight ad break. I'm gonna put the Be Right Back screen on, turn my air on because I'm frying, and we shall be back in one moment.
It didn't come up, it's fine.
Yeah, I know. Bedrock is super buggy. Oh, I looked at it and I was like, huh, what is it? And then after that, you know, it seems so simple, but like, that was really hard. Oh, there's more? I thought that was it. I thought that was the game. Oh no. This is progressively. Ooh, it's Boogie! Boogie! Oh, grab. I forgot. we should be back. Okay. Now I got free time. I had a bad headache yesterday for the rest of the day. Gotcha. Sorry. Okay. Really sorry to hear that, Vin. How is your mom doing today? How's the mama? Be right back. All good. But anyways, I hope that both of you are able to get better soon. We don't like sick critters. We really don't like sick critters in the forest, and I hope you get to feeling better very, very soon. That's sad. Anyways, what was I gonna say? One of the questions we had for today, Lindsay and Vin, is what do you call your grandparents? Like, we were talking about grandparents because of the game, and so that was our question for today. If you care to answer. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all
Luca's
of this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what? Huh?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
I still don't know what Iggy is. I literally still have no idea what Iggy is. When it comes to the worst day of my life, this one wasn't half bad. He's like a mouse, I think. I'm not
The
really
house
sure
smelled
what
of
he
warm
is.
bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
Okay, so for all the people who are coming in that haven't been following the story, Luca, the little deer creature, he lost both of his parents. Both, like, his father died and his mother disappeared.
A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively.
So again, I posted in the workout group on Facebook. Thank God for the strength to work out. Dude said, we can leave God out of this group. I'm sure if that developer ever existed, he was terrible. You can do all things you want through. You can do anything you want in this world, except wait, you can be anything you want in this world except a Christian. What the heck? What is this guy doing? Okay, I just would like to say this really frustrates me because if you said, for instance, right? I'm so glad that I was able to do this workout because fill in the blank with another deity. No one would bat an eye at you, I feel like. No one would bat an eye. But if you say the particular deity that nobody likes, then everyone... You see how that's not okay? Like, that's not okay. IDK, he gets mad because I say thank you, Jesus. Okay, honestly, I feel like if people get so mad to the point that, like, first of all, right, this is me. I do not get upset. Like, I don't get upset if, like, someone says, oh, well, I'm so glad that XYZ did this for me. I don't get upset, right? So why do people get upset when we say anything about God? That's interesting. It's an interesting thought. That's very true. That's very true. People are ready to fly off the handle. Dweekin says, I don't care if you pray to a toaster. It's none of my business. But the thing is, there's something, this is what I say, and we're talking Christian talk because we are a Christian channel. If it makes somebody so angry, why, first we need to be asking this question. Why does it make people so angry? Because you can say that, well, Christianity has hateful people. Well, so do the other religions, have hateful people. There's always an extremist in every group that you're going to find, in every religious group. So, if you base your thoughts on the extremist, then you're not going to get the true version of what Christianity or this or that is. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, how I am intolerant as a Christian, meanwhile you are intolerant of me being a Christian while calling me intolerant. It's called self-projection, yes. You are blaming me for your defects of character. I don't get mad about unicorns and leprechauns. You know why? I don't believe they exist. It's very valid. Like, there are some people that believe that the earth is still flat, and there are people that believe that the earth is round. And people get so upset when you don't think the way they think, and it's like, but we're not programmed to think all the same way, because if we were programmed to think all the same way, then how would we be us? How would there be any personality? How would there be any individuality? How would there be any creativity if we all thought the same way? Like, it's a crazy thought. It's literally a crazy thought.
Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see.
Haha, there we go.
Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next?
Also, remember, people with anger like that usually are hurt on some level and need love. It's very true. That's a very true thing. People that hate a particular religion, we're going to be using Christianity because that's the conversation we got going on. People that hate Christianity or hate Christians have probably been hurt some way in their life, right, by a particular Christian. And it is our job as good Christians to show them love and compassion, to show that there is a difference between the Christian that they encountered and us as Christians. You can believe the earth is shaped like a donut if you want. The thing is, everyone who believes the earth is flat is telling you this, having never gone into outer space to confirm it, and most are afraid to do so. That is true. Hurt is fine. I was teaching last week on the armor of God, right? Yes. Please continue.
Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister.
The sword of the Spirit and the helmet of salvation make us a particular kind of soldier. It does. A combat medic. Yes. So my brother actually pointed this out to me. We have the tools that we need, but God fights for us. He tells us to stand, and he fights for us. It's crazy. We are indeed at war, but we are meant to save lives and not take lives. Exactly. Exactly. I can't quite remember the scripture he was referring to, but my brother's like, it doesn't tell you to fight. He says, it was either my mom or my brother, I'm trying to remember, but he says, we have these tools and we have these weapons, but the Lord tells us to stand and we are not to fight the enemy because the Lord fights for us, but we are just supposed to believe that it's going to come to pass and that it's going to happen. Now, whenever I say don't fight, I'm not saying like don't pray or you know what I mean. But like, we are not physically supposed to, you know, be out there fighting these, you know, entities and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward.
What am I supposed to do? Just watch?
But if you are trying to save lives that isn't ready to be free, that aren't ready to be free, those hands can be the ones that kill you. They have become one with the chains they are bound to, and that's fine too. That's true also. That's very true. Because the thing is, like, I don't know, like, my mom always says, she's like, well, getting into some of the deeper topics that I'm not going to get into on this channel because some people just probably wouldn't be ready for it. Well, how come some stories in the Bible, Jesus was just able to do the miracle, but the disciples couldn't? And she knew the answer. Like, she was just asking me. And I was like, well, because he was Jesus. And she's like, yes, and if we have the power through him, how come we can't perform those same things currently today? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, exactly, because she's like, because we are not where we're supposed to be in our walk with God. I was like, what? I was like blown back. I was like, what? I don't have a Superman complex. I have a Batman complex. I know my mission, and I know I can't do it forever, so I have to train someone else to take my place one day. Batman understands discipleship. Tis true. Tis true. He had many Robins, all of which did not survive. That is true.
There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them.
Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son?
Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs.
Walt turned with a panicked smile.
Luca? Is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye.
Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all.
Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears.
Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in.
Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise?
Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise.
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
Okay, we are gonna take a slight ad break right there. And we shall be back after a minute ad. I won't continue on playing until we get off of ad break. Okay. So, it seems as though our character is in some slight turmoil about how his parents actually were together, it seems like. And that's kind of interesting because he saw his childhood as very good and very whatever, but his his older version in the dream is showing him the bad side of how his life was. So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting, I guess. We're just gonna wait till our ad is over because I want everyone to be able to continue on with the story. Because it's a pretty good story. Like I said, I have thoroughly enjoyed every bit of this game, and I know it's like not like a super like popular or like everyone's going out to get this game, you know, but it's been an enjoyable game. All right, we are back off of ad break. The figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snow.
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off of me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were sleeping, minding our own business. You're the one running around here knocking people in the head. Sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. That was really funny. You think you're better than me, you?
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarf-necked furball. Yeah, that's a really good insult right there. You big-headed, skirball, bangin' moose rat. I'm sure that's what we all thought he was saying. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibilities. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Is Nat spelled with a G? Are you serious? Is Nat really spelled with a G? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait! You're lying! Nat is not spelled with a G. Do you live here? How does that make sense? Who said that, you know what? You know them little bugs that fly around? We're going to start it with a G. Nat. I feel like the English language is just trash. So you know where we are? And it's knife, not knife. You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. Are you gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or the
Iggy
other.
turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I shall show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place.
This kid's a troll, dude. I would take them ears and... That's not very cozy vibes. That's 100% not the cozy vibes we were looking for, like, at all. I'm sorry, eared creature. Let me see something real quick. One second, I gotta fix something real quick. What is going on here? Okay. There we go. Until they opened their eyes and found themselves exactly in the same place.
Cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nate, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is just some cool experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here, but the town you've called home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor and power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise... I don't know what that word is. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You don't think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm slightly okay, so I think what's happening is the town that we lived in was a replica, right, of this town, which was the original town, but this town got frozen over. So a replica of this town was made, and that's the town that they live in. But it's not the real town. This is the real town. Mind blown. I don't even know how that's possible, but it's okay. As for the innumerable trivias which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity. That's not a word. It's not a word. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all, and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered certainly. The best one can do is uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
This is all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could.
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is it, or is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weep Wood.
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd
This is
arrived.
insane.
He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The Clipworths were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you, but you're here, alone in the snow. Dad, I'm sorry. Oh, this is sad. Whoa, we didn't have to get this sad. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply,
This is
just
sad.
snow-covered silence.
What if I couldn't find you, you
Iggy
jerk?
finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy? Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. $259K. Far off, distance, still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. Renegade! Welcome in! How are you? What's your New Year's resolution? I'm just kidding. What's up, dude? Oh, you got me thinking, Renegade. You got me thinking about Rocksmith. I'm like, Like, I think about it, and then, like, the thought of me actually doing it scares me. There's no way I could ever... I don't know, man. Whenever I was in high school, was it high school or middle school? I had this dude, and he told me, he's like, dude, you should totally, like, he was our music teacher. He's like, you should play the bass. And I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I don't have a rhythmatic bone in my body. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
OMG. Bass would be perfect for you. But I don't understand why people say that. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you look at someone and be like, you're a bass player? Like, how does someone look at someone and be like, you could play the triangle? You could play a mean triangle. You know what I mean? Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. It's your vibe. I don't know. How do you music people say, that's it? Like, your energy? Are bass players like crazy? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Weirdo. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving
That's
sobs.
kind of funny. It's not funny. It's funny. It's not funny. I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy gave
advice.
Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Bam. Hey, who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. Are you a pushover renegade? What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's anus, I should stand up for myself. The bully taught me that. Yeah. Her and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Neg. Not mention something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
I'm a bully slayer. Oh, okay. Not a demon slayer, but a bully slayer. We'll take demon slayers too. We'll take demon slayers. Luca wiped his eyes with his sleeve. Whatever is at the source must be awfully valuable to the Pinero harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? Does that make me a witcher? I'm gonna be 100% honest and tell you I don't know what an actual witcher is, okay? So, my cousin, who's really into The Witcher, explained the whole thing to me, and I totally didn't understand it. If you would like to explain, now is your time. I don't know if I didn't understand it or I just wasn't listening. But I didn't get it. 100% bass player. Maybe it's just hybrid people. But whenever I was in whenever I was in high school and middle school, I wasn't a hyper kid. Like, I really wasn't a hyper kid. I was just kind of like the emo kid. Like, you know, the kid that, like, no one liked because they liked anime. That was me. And now anime is popular, which kind of gets under my skin because whenever I was in high school, I was like, anime and manga. And now it's trending, so it's cool to like anime and manga now. And I'm like, where were you guys when I was in high school being made fun of? If it's small enough to steal, we'll snatch it. If it's big enough to snatch, we'll smash it. What if it's too big to
Iggy
smash?
flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. Alright, give me 1 second. We are going to take a slight bathroom break, and I shall be back.
I like coffee. Just leave me alone. I don't like coffee, I drink tea. We will be
I think
gifted. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm Asian. Leave me alone.
So you're not white.
No, I'm Asian. Goose. Listen. Please stop. Oh my gosh, I can't get him. No, 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 no. Stop it. Okay. That was almost pretty awful. What did you just do? It's a 10 out of 10 game, yes. Stop! Don't kill!
I do the shit.
Luca, why are you killing me? Okay. Ah! No. Okay. Okay. Now. Oh, On hard, yeah, it's hard mode, and you have 1 life. Once you die, you're out of the world. I don't know, I could give like
Alrighty, we are back. Sorry, I had to take a slight bathroom break. There. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Hyper people tend to play loud instruments or instruments that are super chill and make them loud player instruments. Example, Fleet from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Bass player. Ah, okay. I could okay. I understand now. I'm sweating! Why are you sweating? I can understand that. I never really listened to the Hot Chili Peppers. My husband did. Or does. But I didn't, okay. I listen to mom music, Renegade. That's what everyone tells me. I like, just, like, pop. Like, my husband's like, you like elevator music. Or like mom music. And so that's why they tell me that I listen to mom music. Dancing! But I enjoy occasion like old rock. Like older rock and stuff. I'm not like into screamo and stuff like that though. But based on what you're saying, like you say hyper people tend to play loud instruments or chill people, like I've been told I play dad rock. Okay, that's probably what I like too. Like, I like, when I say old rock, talking about, like, Dream On. Stuff like that, Living on a Prayer. Yeah, my husband informed me. He said, Silent, what kind of dancing are you doing? Yeah, my stuff. Yeah, so... We were listening to a station the other day, right? And they were playing music that I grew up with whenever I was in high school, like All American Rejects and Green Day and My Chemical Romance on this station. I go, wow, why are they playing this music on this station? I thought this was an old people station. And he's like, because we are old people now. I'm like, what? I am not old. Yeah, tell Bella to come out with her ferociousness. I like that, Eva. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, we're considered dad rock now. And I'm like, what? Dad punk rock. I'm like, liar. Are we getting old, Renegade? Are we getting old? I think we are. Locate the source. Okay. That's fine. It can get awfully cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you to stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to
Iggy
you?
and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? He is a hyena. Aw, shucks. Now my feelings... Now that hurt my feelings. Screw that guy. Unfortunately, my hairline and my eye color says yes. Oh, renegade. Oh, dude, I said this. You weren't here the other day. I said this, it might have been Monday, but, like, I played basketball the other day. And I used to play basketball in high school. I wasn't good, so don't ask me if, like, you were good. Like, in my whole basketball career, I made one basket during a game. Okay? Because I literally joined the team because my friend's like, we have to have you. If we don't have you, we can't have a team. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So, I played basketball. You got this, fam. And I am hurting. I'm like a decrepit old woman. I was hurting so bad up here. I think these are called, are these your pectorals? Anyways, I was not doing good. Okay. I was doing pretty rough after playing basketball. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
I feel like we just had a Toy Story, you got a friend in me moment. I don't feel alone. That's funny. Yes. Yes. And now, if you watch Toy Story, the toys no longer belong to Andy. But they belong to the little girl now. Yes, yes, we did. Cue the music. I wish I had that emote. Or, like, I had, like, a you get a friend in me thing, but then we'd get copyrighted. Oh, well. What's that? Long story. So, a few years back, I, came in possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. Good stuff. He's talking about the $50 fireworks that you get at the firework place. Hi, ape! So, why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop, and you guys made me mad. Wait, and you guys me off for reasons or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? Oh no, not the chicken coop. He blew it up. I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Man, Toy Story was an emotional roller coaster. Not that I looked back at it. The overall movie goer experience. Homie was about to turn them into a what? Now. Okay. So, Renegade. It is an emotional roller coaster, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. You know I'm a Disney lover, I'm a Disney adult, I have the label, right? But I never... Hello, Fun. I'm gonna call you Fun. Welcome in, thank you so much for the follow. How'd you find the channel? Okay, so... Homie was about to turn them into was. I did not like Toy Story, right? Because it always scared me. Because toys coming alive scares me, okay? Like, it really, like, indefinitely, it scares me. Oh, also, Funfetti Cupcake. You were a part of a follower goal today. Thank you so much for being a part of that follower goal. Thank you. Clicked on Beacon Pines. Awesome. So this is my first playthrough of Beacon Pines. I'm glad you were able to stumble across the forest. We are a fun-loving Christian community. We do talk about Christianity sometimes on the channel. But yeah, other than that, we enjoy playing games and we want to share our experiences with you. But anyways, when Toy Story came out, I feel like the Chucky movies were around the corner. And I was always so scared. Like, as a kid in elementary school, I was so terrified of, like, the Chucky, like, situation. Because dolls in general scare me. Like, I don't like dolls, even though I have dolls. Dolls scare me. Stay away from the old movies. The Puppet Master... that's how it started. Okay, I don't know anything about that. I'm not gonna look it up because I am a chicken, okay? I am possibly the biggest chicken I know. So, anyways, there was this one kid I had a crush on, and he would always tell me about the Chucky movies. And I would just sit there because I'm a cool kid, and I would listen, and I was terrified. I was literally terrified, and that's why I don't like the Toy Story movies, because I'm a chicken. I love your little emotes. Those are super cute. Are you also a streamer? Yeah, Child's Play was terrifying when it came out. I never watched it. I only had people tell me about it. I never watched it. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted sub too. Funfetti Cupcake. Thank you, Silent. You're fantastic, yo. Hey, I almost called you Genocide. Hello, Jedi. How are you today? Howdy, Jedi Master. Oh man, thank you. I love these emotes. That frog is fantastic. Be careful though. She's an alligator in disguise. Shh. You don't tell people that. See, you get them to come into the channel by telling them, I'm this cute little deer. And then when they join the forest, then you eat them. Fetty's like, what? Oh man. How are you, Jedi? What's going on, yo? And good night. Not feeling the greatest. Oh, I'm sorry, Jedi. I hope you get to feeling better soon. 6th action. I don't want to be eaten. Shh, you won't be eaten. None of the other forest critters have been eaten. Also, we do have a Discord fun if you're interested in it. You are more than welcome to check it out. We hang out with people, we play games, we have anime nights. Discord. So if you are interested in that, there's your link. Alright. I prefer to think of this as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces. I'm right here with you now. I'm on the 9th day with urgent care, and I'm finally getting some relief. Wait, you're sick too, Renegade? Hello? Is everyone sick? Rose got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. This kid's a jerk! Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel like everyone is literally sick. Like, everyone I know is, like, sick. Like, my mom's sick. Like, a few people had the ick, like, the bad ick, the sea ick, before Christmas. What is going on? Must be that time of year. But anyways, thank you again, Silent, for the gifted sub to Funfetti Cupcake. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them
Iggy
out.
triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us! That's actually pretty funny. The Coco virus! No problemo at all. The flu is going around and getting everyone. Okay, is it the flu? I wasn't entirely sure if it was the flu. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the flu or not. I just thought it was a cold. Like, I had COVID-like symptoms from whenever I came back from vacation. And so I thought it was a mild strain of COVID. But I wasn't entirely sure. The ick, the sea ick. But, I never got tested or anything. We just stayed, away from people. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I had no idea the flu was even going around. I just figured it was just, it's winter, people are getting sick, Unbelievable. Alright. Oh, that scared me. Whoa, I did not mean that to scare me. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is way in over his head. A hero is someone who refuses to give up. Yes. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Okay, so I saw this thing. Banana! What's up, Force Fam? Hey, how are you, Banana? What's going on, yo? Are you sick? We're like we're checking all the critters to make sure that there's no sickness. Where, like, we lined you guys up and we have, like, a flashlight in your eyes. Are you sick? Do you have the ick? How's it going? I'm not sick, thank goodness. Well, thank the Lord you're not sick, because everyone else is sick. And if, like, you're sick, we're like, we're gonna throw this one out. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, about heroes never give up. Okay, so someone told me, or I saw it on a meme, the hero is what you see as a child. Okay, but the villain, whenever you become an adult, you see the villain's point of view. But whenever you're a child, you see the hero's point of view. Is that real? I don't know. Banana in the trash. Kobe. Aww. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero, Star-Lord. I've always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are! We are farmers! Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Prepare for blast off, loser. Nice! Your last broadcast was awesome. You made some great progress. In one cast, I couldn't talk because I was working. Almost everyone we know got sick though. My cousin who lives next door had ooh. I remember. Strep. Strep is pretty awful. I only had strep, I would say I had strep throat once. And it was when I was in high school, and it was possibly the worst thing I've ever... it was awful. Crooked! Just like this whole stinking place. Crooked. Alright. Let's fall in the hole.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they want to move us all out of town now. Any updates on the nubs? You guys and your nubs. How many... Okay, Banana, you ask my husband all the time about his nubs. For context, we joke that my husband, like, paid for my computer with his arm. So we call him Nubs. So anyone who's like, what are you guys talking about? That's what we're talking about. It's an inside joke that only inside people know. And it's you. How many nubs do you have, Ragin? But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. Okay, the source. This is the source. It's a dang hole! That would be me. It's a hole! How do we smash a hole? Excuse me? Oh yeah, right. Oh, it's much more than that. My annoying girlfriend. See, this guy's a hyena. I don't trust him. He is a hyena. Hyenas are bad. Kerr! Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two are, at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't
Mr.
you?
Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It's really a something, isn't it? Okay. We have to take a slight ad break. We're going to take a 1-minute ad and we shall be back. We will not play until the ad is done. So do not worry. Alright. So, let's see. You think they're bad. Wait till you find the low net. I don't know what you're trying to say. Isn't the hyena not a female? I'm pretty sure that's a dude hyena. Isn't the hyena not a... I think it's a dude. Cause he calls him Mr. Kerr. Mr.Kerr. I'm pretty sure it's a dude. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm also gonna take a slight bathroom break while we're waiting. Be right back.
Like coffee. Just leave me alone. I don't like coffee. I drink tea. It will be a
Drink
gift.
yourself, Carlos.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm Asian. Leave me alone.
So you're not white.
No, I'm Asian.
Have we been in this room?
No, because it was locked.
Hold to hide? Well, guys, this is the rest of the stream. We're done. Alright. We are back from our ad break. It says, they're going back. I took like an evolving turtle whale. Well, I see. Did. What? Well, see, we did some after-minute Christmas gifts for the kids, and those Nerf guns. I'm nubless, stubbleless. I'm essentially a phantom. The lowly, lowness of the hyenas, but low. Hyena. Hyena. I'm sorry. Dude, Ragin, did you see that Nerf gun I sent you on, in the forest? That, fishbone Nerf gun? That junk was $130. It was $130 or $180. And I'm like, yo, mama, I'm not paying that much money even though I want it. My husband would have to give his left arm. The ghost of Nub. Let's go, dude. Really something, isn't it? What do you think about our town? Wait, what did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozle of a question. Doozy. I said doozle. Doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect and refined.
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
See? Kerr scratched the back of his head. See? I knew he was a dude. I did see that, Ella. My wife has taken full advantage of the Nerf guns. Those little rival balls hit, dude. Like, I was in the kitchen, I said something smart to the wife, and she just... as she should. Miss Banana has full permission to do that to you. Miss Banana. That's hilarious. Dude, we have one Nerf gun. It's the Diva Blaster. We have a Diva Blaster. And it's the only one in the house that takes those stupid little Nerf ball things. And that jug hurts. Mr. Naner, if you will. Miss Naner, if you will. Nanner. Kerr scratched the back of his head. Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. Well, isn't that just what everyone says? She shot me point blank in the back while I wasn't looking, and it left a bullseye on my back. Dude, those things hurt. They legit hurt. Like, if you get someone just right, they're horrible. We do not normally play with the Diva one, because that joke hurts way too bad. we have a little, what is it? A little pistol revolver. We have one of those, and then we have like one of the cool looking Nerf guns. But I want to get the Reaper gun. Hashtag if anyone wants to get me anything, get me the Reaper Nerf gun. That's what I want. My husband has the Diva one, but we never found the Reaper Nerf gun. That's what I want. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is to merely flash a winning smile and manage various complications. He's looking at him like you're the complication. Then yesterday, as I was walking out of the office, she was beating around the corner like, we definitely get the motorized one next time. Heck no. You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Okay, I did not like that look. It really is nothing personal. Some people are designed to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. Wow, that's really freaking me. Just a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happens to be the head in the role of a lifetime. You happen to be extra. Ready for your curtain call. You can't say that to kids. You can't say that. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodramatic. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a
Kerr
bit.
snapped his fingers.
Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't!
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable. These aren't just kids. They are mentally scared kids. That's true. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Why is this kid's regret specialties? Why is this kid's specialty regret? Whoa, I just broke my brain there. So, is this game like scary, a narrative creepy game, or what kind of game is this? So, when I first started playing it, I thought it was a cozy game, but it is a mysterious, spooky game. And we're trying to figure out what's happened to this particular town. So basically in the storyline so far, we found out that the town they're living in is not actually their town, but it's a replica of the town that they used to live in. And this is the actual town, which has been frozen over. So we're trying to understand what has happened and why the town is frozen over and why they made a replica of this town and moved everyone to the replica. We don't know, though. This kid's my spirit animal. That's basically what it is. Joke's on you. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these into your precious hole? Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. Bum, 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 bum. That's fair enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. I know, why did that you literally call...
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
This guy's a cheater. There's literally 2 kids standing here with rockets, and he called 2 people here, 3 people over here. He called 5 people for 2 kids. Y'all guys are weenie heads. This kid is my spirit. Whoa, so it's like the Matrix. It is. It's like the Matrix in the force form. But yeah, no, we're just trying to figure out like what actually happened to this town, because the main character, which is the deer-like creature, his dad died and his mother disappeared. welcome to the hood. And his mom disappeared, but we know that his mom, his dad, and his grandmother all tried to stop what's happening currently right now. We semi know that because based on the decisions you make, if it's the wrong decision, you have to go back in the story and you have to make the right decision. And by making the wrong decision, you figure out more of the story. It's on Game Pass if you're interested in it. It's pretty cool. I got it for my Switch. I really enjoy it so far. It's just us now, Iggy. I think it says it's like 5 hours or 8-hour gameplay. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Look at my face. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
I was not expecting that.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child! What have you done? Hey, his hair is like frazzled now. This is secretly Compton. Wait, what? I don't know what that means. I'm not educated. Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just hold us up and snag us both. The only way to get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Whoa. As in straight outta anime version. Just let it go and save yourself. If he lets go, we'll both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. This kid! Oh my gosh! Compton is a town / city in which England... Wait! I wasn't ready! Let me see. Wait. It's a town / city in England where you do not want to visit. As in the cursed down Beacon Street of my 6'4". Can't believe it's been 14 months already. Thank you so much for the sub, Thick. You are fantastic. Welcome in. How are you today? He is my spirit animal. Thank you so much for the sub. Your generosity is well appreciated. Alright. I can't believe they let this kid say this. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfish and let go? Oh, that is not forest friendly. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? He's crying. Oh, what is happening? I'm doing okay. I had a rough morning, but I'm better now. Waiting to hear from my mom. Okay. Message me if you need to talk. This kid is a thug. Holy smokes. I did not expect this. Okay, long life. I'll have you know I can still play 25. What? You should have heard me sing the part of Phyllis Young.
With a wild look in his eye,
What?
Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
What? Drum, drum, drum. Wow. Can you believe this guy? Oh. Like, bro, you're old, just drop. So bad. Like, you can't say that to people.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just like... No! No, can't do. If you want to save your friend, you have to save me too. Look, Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
Emotional damage.
What is happening? Kid has no respect. It's like that cult movie. I don't know what's happening. Thank you so much for the boogie treat. I heard the emotional damage. Midsummer, that movie was messed up. I've never watched that. Why is this little squirrel sliding with the hyena? Siding with the... I don't know. You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are! Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kirk.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's the only way out of the... This is a kid's game. Midsummer was a... I don't wish you ever to watch that movie. That's the... If it's any type of scary movie, I won't watch it. Because I am a chicken. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoodles travel in packs!
A calm settled over Iggy's face. Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to blink Izzy's request. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, I heard it was messed up too. Yeah, it's very psychologically scary. Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, you wackadon't. Okay, are we, guys? I'm letting you pick. Are we gonna refuse his request or are we gonna accept his request? What are we doing? Are we refusing or are we accepting? Let me know in the chat. Because this is pretty rough. Like, accept. It's an easy decision. There's air up, so if they drop, just tell them to deploy their gliders, like on Fortnite. Because if we make the wrong decision, we are going to have to go backwards. That is another thing to consider. We're going to have to go backwards. You can make us choose something you can't. You can't make us choose something you cannot. Okay, so if it were me in this situation, I would refuse because I would never let a friend... I could never let a friend go. I will keep you in the Force for all eternity and you have no... Like, you have no say over it, but to... You know, like... Evil Banana says accept! That's two accepts. Are we gonna go at it? If we're wrong, it's on you guys. 3 accepts, 1 no, Bruno!
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. They didn't come back up!
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
They did not come back up, Banana! You liar! You lied! Bruno! They didn't choose though. I kept neutral. Okay, so 3 of us. Hey, it's the circle of life. Y'all are messed up. I wouldn't have let him fall. Are those fireworks celebrating the death of what? He had fireworks in his pocket. Wow. That just adds insult to injury, doesn't it? Iggy! Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before the Panera harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened!
Ha! Got him!
You are not right. They for sure are not. This is not okay. I thought we were playing a cozy kids game. This is not okay. Not until you let me know what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyways. How? Temptus, I'm not even gonna try to say that, is a particular substance. It changes the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side produce of this property being by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it, yes. Do you have VR? Renegade, I don't have VR, but I enjoy like playing VR chat and stuff, even though I'm not cool enough to have VR. I need to put it on my wish list. They done did got wasted. Was did. She doesn't, yeah. This is animated Telltales The Walking Dead. Yes. Aw, I miss Lebanon. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened. Wait. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source. Like, I'm so shaken up, I'm like I can't even read. Like, that was so sad, dude. Do you play VR, Renegade? I didn't even think that was something you would be into. But no, I enjoy VR, but I don't actually have a VR headset. So, that's what you get for talking trash. I do. What games do you like to play on VR? Because I only play VR chat. I want to play VR Among Us. Like, that's my ultimate goal in getting a VR headset is to, you know? Do you have Beat Saber? Okay. It will take, oh, we already read that. If you know all of this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my own way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turned out, was to buy us precious time. This was the right decision? Y'all guys are messed up. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my
A
role?
fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Why do we spell Nat with a G if Nat is spelled N-A-T-T, his name? This makes no sense. I'm so confused about my life right now. I have Cintrin Riders. I can't see it. Bleh. I've been playing a lot of single-player VR games. I also play Zenith VR, which is an MMO. I haven't played any of these games. It's just because I'm not cool enough, I guess. Luca Van Horn, you are going to save the world. But not your friend Iggy.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
You guys were wrong. That was the wrong answer. We're gonna refuse. We are gonna refuse. That was the wrong answer. You weenies. Nothing could save them now, Ivy. They went into the big matchbox in the sky. Pines harder. Boy, you better calm it down. Boo. You
Luca had no
guys.
choice but to refuse Iggy's request.
I knew we
He
should have
tightened
refused.
his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you?
But wait, we brought the town more time by sacrificing them. Oh, I bet. Wait. I bet it's you instead. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but that wasn't the answer. Banana. Jeez, you wackadoodle. I knew I shouldn't have turned my friends into fireworks. There you are. You really wait, what?
Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
We made neither one of the decisions we made was right. But it's not the right thing. We did something wrong. Somewhere in the story we've messed up. There should be an option push in, and we were right. But were you right? Because this was clearly the wrong answer. Something didn't happen right. We gotta find which one. Don't tell me we have to go all the way back here to break something. Oh my gosh. So both were wrong. I'm lost. This is a Sparta kick. Yes, it is a Sparta kick. Right down the hole. 300. We did something wrong. I don't know where we messed up, but this is the only other, like, we have this one. And see, this one right here doesn't have two. So we don't, like, we've missed something. And I don't know what we've missed. So we gotta go all the way back. The butterfly effect in game form. Literally.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. Okay. So for those who have not been following, before all of today happened, we met this little girl. And we went to her house, and we were supposed to meet up with Rollo, who's our little friend, the little cat guy. And all of this happened because we didn't press break in the sky. You're not going home. No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about.
Lucas stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him about what? So we don't know any of that has happened. We don't know any of the other part has happened up to this point. But see, that's what I mean when I say that you have to make the wrong choices. Like if you don't make the wrong choices, then it will not lead up to the right choice. And by making the wrong choice, you get the story behind the wrong choice and what's actually happening. Spit it out, bud. We're thick as thieves now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah!
Lucas saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate. There's no spikes on... Well, there's spikes over there. Looming mansion. Rich... It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you... Decent nightmare house. I don't know. You will reveal your secrets to me! Well, I was not expecting that to happen. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who is she talking to? Shh. I accept you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliance, so be it. I couldn't agree more. Who is this? There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shade of stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. Do you understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rub Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. Still, I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow. That was wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out super villain-like talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing
The
all this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's gonna be his grandmother. Get some exercise. Okay, I will get my exercise. We're gonna go to commercial break, ad break, and let me get my exercise. My 10 squats. Yeah, was so much fun.
Listen. Please stop. No, 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 no. Stop it. Okay. That was almost pretty awful.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep and minding our own business. You're the one running around here knocking people in the head.
Ha!
Sorry if I hurt you.
Got him!
You didn't hurt nobody. Anyone. Huh? Oh, I see. Come here.
Then snap at his fingers.
We are back. Had to test one, lol. Do you have a second? Also, hi, all. Ah, got him! Alright, we are back. I hope we're off an ad break. I assume that we are. Yeah, we're off of ad break. The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was Granny! Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Vex stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons on arousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
She's kind of short from all the other people. She's kind of short.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
We have no choice now. We gotta kill Grandma. We will feed her to the mountain. No! I actually like Granny. Jeez!
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Okay, I think that Granny is just borrowing a suit. I don't think Granny's actually a part of the yellow suit people. I think she's like, borrowing a suit so that she can infiltrate. Granny's gonna infiltrate. We got like amazing Granny out here. Granny is evil. Granny is not evil. I think Granny is actually a good person. I think she's trying to infiltrate the organization. What's wrong? ... my Granny. You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in a hazmat suit? That was my Gran! That was your Gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Don't lie to yourself. Granny is just old. I think Granny's a good person. Renegade, tell them that Granny is a good person. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. I think Granny... No. Guys, I'm running into a wall. I think Granny's actually a good person. I think she is. I think Granny's a good person. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not
The
worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Maybe we need to try mining your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
Absolutely. He's so happy and cheerful. Look at the little raccoons. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of candy.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well? No, that's Jesus's.
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
These little squirrel men. We're just gonna walk on by him. Walk on by. Walk on by. Ain't nothing to see here. Just walk on by. Look at these sneaky... Oh, I'm running into a thing again. Look at these snakes. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo, he's Rollo. We'll take your soul. That belongs to Jesus. Not particularly helpful. So, I've never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. I don't even know what it is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. See, I wish people could just give you the highlights of the conversation. Because, like, I told my mom this on New Year's night. I'm like, Mom, whenever you tell me a story, could you please just get to the story and not tell me about how your great aunt Lucy caught a fish with her teeth whenever she was 14 and, like, she turned into a bat to tell me that you went and got sugar for groceries. I go on, like, such a long journey when my mom talks. Just give me the highlights. I love my mom. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal for us, to us. Their staff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 60 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or the air or the soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yes. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of crap shot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yet for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since the Panero harvest came to town. Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative First thing they did was give the people. People's not even in this sentence, and I said people. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put up. How did you not know? They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the grounded water. That's how they switched everything. Now we know how they did it, because like I was like, how did a whole town not realize that they had been put in a replica town? But they were literally like, did they take them out of their beds and then put them here? But that makes sense. They put everybody up in a hotel, and then they changed everything. Okay. We better get going. That answers that question. Now we know. It's about time. It's about time. I was gonna go. Wait, I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. He must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. I like this kid. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spare no expenses in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. That's so messed up. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concern we've been talking about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. I hate that noise. The window rolling up. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. What am I supposed to do? Whoa! What to do? Oh, I see what to do. Gotta hit. I'm cursed. Okay. 4th time's a charm. Seventh time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Maybe I need something bigger. I'm so close. That was the biggest psych of my life! I can't hit it. do I have aim in video games? If you guys think you can do this better, you're wrong! Please don't be another one. Oh my gosh. I can't hit it when it's still, much less try to hit it now. Oh my gosh. Oh dear Lord, thank you. Where did you get all this junk in the first place? I'd like to know. There's a guy in town named Geoff who trades this junk for snacks. Junk for junk. Junk food for junk. Nice. That was impossible. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know. The place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? Squanters? I don't know. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock and something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Becca and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Graham, wearing the same sort of hazard mask suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at Valentine Warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or a woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your grand in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. Yes, Rollo, it's aliens. And their leader is your grand and she tried to murder you. First of all. And for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, this couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird. But she might be the most boring person in the universe. That's so mean. See, Rollo gets it. We kill the alien leader grandma. No. He just said your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. Granny is not the alien leader, Banana. She's not alien leader. She is the most boring person alive. All she does is sit around and make jam all day. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Your Gran isn't from here? Nope, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? No, not really, no. What if she's not my grandmother? It's been years since I've seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. And Papa always say folks only buries... and Papa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran is really hiding something, don't you think we would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. Hashtag Grandma's super sus. Grandma is super sus, but I don't think Grandma is trying to hurt us in any like way. Okay, I gotta get me a snack. I'm getting hungry. This is my Disney bag full of snacks. And I have like 2 favorite snacks in here that I keep. Hashtag Granny is bad. Is she though? Guys, do you really think that the Granny is bad? Do we really think Granny's bad? And we can start getting to the bottom of this. This is pretty bad, Amy. Wait, what's pretty bad? Hashtag roll on M, get it. And I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Granny's just old.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair.
Secret tunnel.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
That means she's bad. I don't think Granny's bad, guys. I think Granny is borrowing the hazmat suit. I think she's borrowing the suit to figure out what's going on in Beacon Pines. Like, I truly believe that's what's actually going on. I don't think Granny's bad. Alright, let me fill my water bottle real quick. Ibby, why are you filling a water bottle with water? Because I'm bougie. Okay? No one wants to drink out of a plastic water bottle. Whenever you can drink out of a bougie water bottle. Now I'm about to drink out of it. What time is it? So, I can't remember who would tell me this. Wait! Whenever I'd ask what time it is, and the person that didn't have the watch, I think it was actually my husband, he would be like, a mole past a hair? What does that even mean? A mole past the hair. Yo, weenie heads. Calm down! Rolo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. I love Rolo. He's my favorite character, and the little girl bat is my favorite design. You're gonna need a lot more than those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this quase. When I crack this quase right open. Case. Coast is clear? Question mark? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it. The
Rollo
kitchen!
flung open the cabinet with confidence. He
Aha!
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that's dusty isn't what we're looking for. If you were bougie, you would get a water dispenser and buy refillable 5-gallon jugs. Now that is bougie. Listen, not everybody, okay? Not everyone is as bougie as you are, Em, okay? I have to refill my water bottle with these waters that I got from Walmart because I'm cheap. I would trust Rollo with my life. Hey, welcome to the forest. How are you? Abacus? Abacus. How did you find the channel, yo? Welcome to the forest. I'm Ibby. I'm a variety streamer, and I'm glad to have you here today. You have contributed to a follower. Thank you so much. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start a new goal. Doom, doom, doom. Since you contributed so nicely. Alright, boom. How'd you find the channel? I'm curious. Okay, it is cheaper to have a water dispenser. I am super bougie. When I first saw that spelled out, I thought you were saying bougie, like boo her. I'm like, what does this mean? Be right back. Anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. LOL. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. I love Rollo. He's 100. Like, it was funny because when we first started playing this game, even though Luca is a deer and Rollo is a cat, because Lady Emerald has cats on her channel, and I clearly have deers on my channel. I'm like, I'm 100% Rollo, and she's 100% Luca. I'm dead. First hunches are for suckers. I didn't read that. Eureka, not Eureka. She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps the fire going all day, Rollo. This is me. I'm like, I have an epiphany. And Im's like, no, you don't. Im shuts me down so hard. Every single time. Drats! It may already be too late. Just think of the mound of documents lost to the ash. What the face? Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you going? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. I have no idea where the key is. He's so blunt. I have no idea. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm gonna take this important thing and hook it into bushes, into a bush? I mean, he's got a point. Y'all can't say nothing about Rollo not being smart. True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the unordinary. Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. Doesn't matter anyways, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rollo. It's your time to shine, buddy. Ah, yes. I like how he has... I kind of want overalls. Okay, you see how he's like... with his overalls? You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now... I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey! This isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick has a sturdy head to stand on. I do whatever. Wait, I do that when I wear overalls. You have... Okay. I have always thought in my lifetime, overalls are so nerdy, they're for weird people. And I used to wear overalls when I was a kid, so I think that's why I had that thought in my head. But like, I kind of want overalls now. And now that like the 90s stuff is coming back and the 2000s and blah 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 blah, I'm like, man, I want some overalls. What is happening to me? This is beneath my standings. It really is. Come, stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss.
I'm a nerd. I still have a pair from when I was 16. I wouldn't have said that out loud. That's hilarious, dude. Boom! We're done with that snack.
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Amy, you're cracking me up, dude. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey! Let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Wow, I was not expecting that at all. I don't think they fit anymore. You should totally see if they do. Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. I love this kid. So, which one do we think she is? Guys, is Granny a superhero or is she a supervillain? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What if Granny's not actually Granny? Okay.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
It's my dad. It looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Be right back while I go check. Okay, yeah. These documents, such as this, are a lot like a cheeseburger. This kid is my spirit animal. It's best to skip straight to the middle, because that's where the meat's at. That's where all the meaty bits live. So, I'm gonna put myself out here. When I eat a hamburger, I just eat the patty. Like, I normally don't eat, like, you know how hamburgers have, like, cheese and bread and lettuce and tomatoes? Like, if we're at a cookout or something like that, and there are hamburgers, I normally just get a hamburger patty with chips and pickles and onions and tomatoes. And I put everything individually so I can eat it individually. End of story. I had no idea we were in the presence of a premier scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up explanation of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malice. I don't know what that says. Body temperature continues to drop. He is now describing soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mr. Wobbly just a few days ago. A few days past. I see that you're upset in the chat about what I said about my hamburger. I'm sure you eat something, and it's funky the way you eat it. Still waiting on the lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, it's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncree's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margin. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wibbly claimed the tap water at his home had been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters in my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. Wait, there has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What does he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bull!
Luca slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she has kept herself busy. Is your Green a serial killer? Okay, so I thought that this place might have been like his parents' basement. Like, I didn't think she had like done anything. Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. Rollo is on to Granny. She puts little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncree has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside the big circle. My moms are both on there here. Both with question marks. I'm telling you, she's evil. Banana. I don't want Granny to be evil, but what if she is evil? Like, what do we do to stop Granny? Both with check marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has been crossed out. Eris has a question mark that has been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. I'm in shock. Oh my. Oh my gosh, I'm in shock. They fit, don't they, Em? We don't know what any of this means. How do we stop her? We feed her to the mountain. What are we talking about? What mountain are we talking about? They do. Wear them. Wear them with pride, Em. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Boo! What? How? When? Who? For what? Welcome in, Gucci. How are you today? What? How? When? Why? What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam jars. That's enough jam to feed a whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? I will give you a huss? I can't. Wait. I can. They were my painting overalls. I can't. But you can. Because you know what? Wearing clothes, apparently, that have dirt stains and paint stains is cool. Oh well. Granny is making incendiary jam. I just woke up. Well, welcome to the dark side of life. We just found out that Granny is evil. Incinerary. She would have had me walking around town delivering bombs. Right? Only way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Oh, why would you do that? Be right back. All good. Huckleberry.
He smacked his lips.
And a hint of brown sugar. And ink. What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
I knew it. Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Ms. Bartier. Sounds like fart. A Grand Jam Graham. I hated that so much. A Graham Jam Gam. It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so let me do the signing. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. What?
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Got him. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to the town. And if we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So, it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Gulp. Did you say gulp? It feels like a gulp kind of situation. This kid narrated gulp. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which should mean someone just shut the door. This kid is like Captain Obvious. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hide the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped.
Why is this so nerve-wracking? Oh, did my piggy? I was like, my piggy needs to show up.
Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Oh, this is the guy we gave the jam to, I think. I'm back. Welcome back. Something is happening, and I'm not. I'm still in shock. I guess you maintained that body since you were 16. You got this. Anyone down here?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yahoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump.
I'm just here to help. Just
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
hashtag Granny is bad. I don't believe Granny's bad. Guys, I think she's good. You guys can think Granny is bad, but I believe Granny is good. Yes, it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Oh, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Blaming chicken coop. I was not expecting that.
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Oh, mysterious creepy man. Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Oh, I didn't know I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo! That was awesome! I can see him holding his little thing. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Toiver?
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Tolliver. Okay. So, we are going to go ahead. Let's see. Last save, resume, social. Okay. So, we are going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and stop here for the day. We have discovered some interesting things. We've discovered some interesting things for sure. And, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, what do we think about that? What do we think? I didn't realize my camera was like so funky. I apologize. But anyways. I don't know how I feel, man. I don't know how I feel. Okay. So we think that Granny is bad. And we also think that whatever is happening... Okay. I don't know. Okay, so this is my thought process, right? I think that the people that change the town aren't there. I think everyone's trying to work towards one goal. Does that make sense? I think everyone's trying to work towards one goal, but they're not happy about the way that it's going. So Granny's trying to stop the yellow hazmat suits and Kerr, the hyena guy. She's trying to stop them because she doesn't like what's going on. But I don't think that they're bad either, because I think they're trying to save the town as well. Does that make sense? I think they're really trying to save the town. And I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right. So, what we are going to do is we are going to find someone to raid out to. If anyone has any suggestions, I will take suggestions. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Zero is actually doing some fishing. I actually might raid out to Zero. You know who? I know who you can raid. Who should we raid him? I think we need to get Grams before she gets us. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Granny's bad. I really don't. Zero is on. I was just going to tell you him. I've been learning. Okay. We're gonna raid out to Zero. I enjoy Zero's, and I think he just started back streaming again. So we are gonna raid out to Zero. But anyways, guys, he's amazing. He is. He's a really good friend of mine. I hope you have an amazing day. We will be back with Beacon Pines on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So tomorrow we will be on YouTube playing, what is this? Tomorrow we will be on YouTube playing some Stardew Valley. So if you are interested in Stardew Valley content or whatever, definitely go check out my YouTube. Stream will start at the same time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, go check that out if you're interested in it. I now stream on YouTube and Twitch. So I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on YouTube Tuesday and Thursday, okay? Just giving you a little boom boom. Yes! M just put up our EB raid. This is in fact an EB raid. Make sure you use this. You can copy and paste this into his chat whenever we go in, so everyone knows where the raid came from. Definitely show him some love. Zero is a fantastic guy. M also just put up the Discord, so if you're interested in coming and hanging out and talking with me and chilling, you are more than welcome to come talk with me. I might be in VC after a game. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you, M. Doing your job immaculately, and I thank you. Alright, let us go ahead and find our raid key. Let's see. Alright. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much for the subs. And we will see you next time here in the forest tomorrow with some Beacon Pine. Oh, not Beacon Pines. Stardew Valley. Bye!